Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up? Big Kirk 916, getting down with Fresh Out Prison Talk. Now, I saw this story popped up on my feed, man. Rest in peace, Tug, aka T Mula, Chicago promoter. I didn't know the man, but I just seen this video.
Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real? Even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
So, Tug was robbed during a Facebook live stream over his chain and unalived. And guess who did it? Well, they haven't caught the suspect, so I'm not going to say, but you can assume who did it. You could just assume who did it, man. And yet everybody wants to say, oh man, in America it's so bad, it's so racist. Who's the racist? The YNs are more racist than anybody. They're who the blacks who are doing what they're doing got to worry about it, and it ain't got nothing to do with being in the streets. Just being a regular black man today, depending on where you at, and if you got something the YNs want, they're going to try to take it. And if you ain't ready to protect yourself or you don't move fast enough, you could lose your life or you're going to have to take their life. So who is the racist? Why do you think all these communities are popping up whites only? They don't want to be around the YNs, man. Blacks don't want to be around the YNs. Why do you think they're militarizing DC? Why do you think they're probably going to start militarizing places like Chicago, Los Angeles, Baltimore, Philadelphia? All these blue states are going to start militarizing because the YNs are out of control. When they say crime is down, it's because they're not reporting it. It ain't because the crime is down because people are still getting robbed and shot. It don't matter if it's down from 5 people to 3 people a week. It's still going down. And I'm not saying that, okay, what about the white crime? What about the Asian crime? What about the Mexican crime? Okay, that's crime, but I'm talking about the YNs. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the YNs, because when you see people talking about racism in America and about opportunities, when you're carrying on in a certain type of behavior pattern, you create presumptions, assumptions, and then people start treating you a certain way. But if you're carrying on another way, then people have to treat you accordingly because they know there is consequences if they come across to your part of town and do something. There's going to be shit to pay. And all the black leaders and people in politics and church pastors, why aren't they out talking about the YNs, man? Why aren't they calling these dudes out? Why aren't we talking about when you have a weekend in Chicago and there's 200 shootings, or you have these young YNs in LA run around stealing because they're like, oh man, they're stealing from over there though. The thing is, are you cool with just a bunch of YNs in prison? YNs, are you cool with going to prison? And it's sad that I even have to refer to a demographic of people as YNs, but other people are calling you other names. And those names are derogatory. They're not very appealing, but they're using those names behind closed doors, and when they use them, you get mad. But if you're acting out a certain way, what do you expect people to perceive you as? And I know it's not all blacks, but see, this is the thing that they put out. So regular people, when they see a regular black person, you got to convince them that you're not a young YN, even though you look like an old, possibly YN. This shit is crazy, man. And I know because I was a YN at one time. I was doing wild shit, and I had to go sit down. You guys are going to have to go sit down. I had to sit down. I sat down. Okay, came out. Sat down again. And then I was like, oh, okay, you know. I had a spiritual awakening. Until some of you young men sit down and maybe have a change of heart, a change in philosophy, a change in mental perspective, you guys are going to be on the wrong side, and it can result in you losing all your youth. Man, I lost I lost over 9 years altogether. And man, it was a waste, man. Now I had to start over in my 30s with nothing, with a felony. Man, shit, no assets. I had to start from scratch. For a chain, I don't care if it's a watch, you make a couple of dollars. Bro, when you take a life or something like that, and I'm telling you, man, because I've been there. Luckily, nobody lost their life, and I got busted. I got caught. I went to prison, man. But luckily, nobody lost their life. I know somebody who did a similar crime to mine, bank robbery, but they robbed an armored car. And the dude did it with his brother-in-law, right? And they got away, but somebody got shot, and somebody, I believe, died in the situation. This dude, he got like, I want to say 50 years, right? The brother-in-law that told, I think he got like less than 10. Dude was angry every day. You could see like he would study the law a little bit and file stuff and try to figure out how to get out of it. And he had been down already probably close to a decade. But his life was done, man. I mean, all he could do is somehow try to appeal, but he had a somebody that testified against him that was there that got a plea bargain, and somebody lost their life. So whatever money they got in the armored car robbery, I think over $500,000, that's a wrap. You're never gonna spend that. Not gonna bust no more cheeks. You know, all you can do is beat your meat to some fiend books, fantasize about knocking a guard. Your points are high because you took somebody's life, so you're not going to a camp. I only tell you guys these stories, man, so that the ones that can hear, I can maybe say their life. I know a lot of y'all are flipping me off. Oh man, what prison did you go to? I see it in the comments, and those are the same idiots who ain't about shit. Those are the dummies when they do get in trouble and they do get caught up. All they do is watch TV all day and talk shit about somebody they never met. Oh man, oh that broad, yeah man, oh she ain't this, oh man, yeah dude was blah blah blah. All they do is gossip like little bitches in prison. All day, sit up in there, talk about other people's lives because they have no life. That's pathetic, man. To sit there and try to, oh man, that dude, man, oh yeah, he averaged 51 points a game. Oh bro, oh yeah, I went to school. That dude, I went to school with him. Oh yeah, so and so, he hard. Yeah, I heard this song, he hard. Oh man, let me use the cell phone. Oh, hey man, what's going on? Yeah, I'm up in here. Yeah, you up in there doing time. You're locked up, and you're doing 30 to 40 years for taking somebody's life over a chain or a watch. And then they're locking down your whole neighborhood. You in there with all the dudes you hung out with inside, and all y'all singing Kumbaya together and just hanging out. Because none of y'all know the law. So you don't know, there's nothing you know how to file. You're just doing time. It's conventional slavery. Crazy, man. Tug, I don't even know the guy, man. Condolences to his family. Rest in peace, brother, man. You know, park somewhere, somebody's seen an opportunity, man. It's sad, man. That's why it's like I don't even go. I'm not trying to even go any of those places. Act like I don't need that, man. I don't need the confrontation. Oh man, I'm gonna see what you're working with. I don't need to see. You don't need to see what I'm working with. If you have a problem with me at that level, you're an idiot. Cause I ain't never done nothing to you, and I don't know you. If you put your hands on me, it's a wrap. But I'm not even gonna put myself in that position. It's so stupid, man. And that's what we entertain ourselves with. Oh, I'll see what he's about. You're gonna see what I'm about. But then when these people come over here and buy up your whole block, you ain't seeing what they're about. You ain't seeing about putting a store in the neighborhood. You ain't seeing about your baby mama because you can't take care of your kids. But you're gonna see what I'm about. Y'all is bums, man. Straight bums. You want to see what I'm about, and you want to see what this dude's about, if that dude's about, and they talking positive, and all you talking is demonology. Demon talk. Preying on people. Taking shit. Seeing who you can violate until shit runs out. Violation. Come on, man. We could do better than that. We could do better. And I say that because I used to say it when I was laying on my bunk in prison, man. Why did I get up that morning and go do that dumb shit? You know how many times I said that in my mind when the doors are creak open and I'm looking around, I got this dude mad dogging, I got to worry about these idiots, I got to go eat in this place, and it's like the worst restaurant you could think of, and you got to go in there and eat that food, man, or eat out of your locker. Man, I used to say it every day. Why, man? Why did I make that choice? I can't blame God. I can't blame my family. I can't blame nobody but myself for making dumbass choices. And that's what you're going to be telling yourself. You're going to be like, oh, man, but you guys are probably going to be partying in the first couple of years because the homies, but when the homies leave, get transferred or get out, and you become an old-ass man up in there, you're going to remember this YouTube video that you watched when Big Herc was telling you about being a dumbass because you run around doing stuff and you're violating individuals and karma comes back on you, man. Maybe you don't get caught. Maybe you get caught 5 years later. Maybe somebody shoots you. Maybe somebody takes your life. Maybe somebody hurt somebody in your family as a result of something you did. Maybe you go to prison and run across somebody that you violated their people and they violate you. It's just a nasty cycle, man. You got to break it, bro. You got to break it. And they glorify it on these other platforms because they like to see the destruction of all you guys. They like to see you guys acting like idiots. They look at this, man, and they're like, see, this is why we're going to increase the police presence. This is why we got to do this and that. They let you guys do all this. And so the people who are in fear, they're going to beg for police to come in and basically just knock your guys' heads off. Watch it. The regular person who's quiet, they're not saying nothing, they're scared, they don't have a voice, but they got a voice quietly. And some of these other people, they're like, yeah, when they come through, then they're going to really come through with something crazy. You're going to be like, oh man, this is out of pocket, man. Why they bringing in the military? Oh man, why they got people over here on the corner, man? I can't get no money over here. Oh man, I was just over here. What are you doing over here? Oh man, I was just going over here. You getting harassed. Now it's racial profiling and all this other stuff. But you created this. You created the whole situation, and they let you because this is how they set shit up. They set shit up for you guys just to go along and basically entrap yourselves. You don't get it. You don't see the move. That's why they in DC. They let them young ones they let them create it, and then they're going to justify why they got the police there, the military police. Big Herc 916 Prison Talk, man. Leave a comment. Subscribe.